Anyone else think it's about time we had a brand new tournament? So, ladies and gentlemen, in today's video I give you the lineup for Fatal Fangs 2. But I've had a lot of new people join my channel between Fatal Fangs 1 and now. So some of you might be asking the question, what is Fatal Fangs, or how will it differ from last year? So I'm going to give you a quick lowdown of how Fatal Fangs 2 is working this year. Well, in short folks, Fatal Fangs is a knockout style tournament. This year we have 32 contestants, unlike the 64 in the years previous. Each contestant will battle one another in a series of 1v1 matches, with the best feeding clips being chosen by our 3 judges. Rob from the USA, Leon from South Africa and Nick from the UK. Only True Spider and Tarantula clips may be used in Fatal Fangs both 1 and 2. Each judge will be looking for what truly stands out to them. So even feeding fails, if humorous, might tickle our judges and you could get through that way. It's not all about just camera angles, lighting and the crunch of the takedown. Each official tournament video will consist of a single round of contestants. Round 1 being all our 32 contestants, which will be 16 1v1 matches. In our second video of round 2, we'll hold the 16 remaining contestants, so it's going to be 8 1v1 battles. This will continue on until we have our final 1v1 match where only one person can be crowned Fatal Fangs 2 champion. Now I've already randomly generated the lineup folks. I recorded myself doing this via my mobile phone. Should anyone feel in any way that this competition has been staged and needs proof that it was randomly generated, just contact me via PM on any form of social media and I'll happily send you the recording I took. Hopefully you guys can trust me well enough though to know I wouldn't stage my own tournament. So without further ado folks, I'm going to be reading from my phone from the very recording I took of this random generator to tell you who is versus who in the matches for Fatal Fangs 2. And I tell you what, there's some banging battles going to be happening in this one. So the very first battle happening in Fatal Fangs 2 will be the wonderful Lee's Creature Features versus Tarantula Journey. Our second match, I'm a little bit sad about this one because they're 2 very, very good friends of mine. It will be Greg and Rachel from 8 Legs, 4 Wheels versus my best mate in my own hometown, Kelly from Critters and Creations. Sorry you guys have to pitch against each other. It was the generator's fault, not me. The next match, I've got to say, is the one I have been looking forward to probably the most, and that is because of who they feature. So we have one of our Saturday night takeaway hosts, Amy from Pet Rock and Roll, and we talked about this, or you guys talked about this in a live if you're watching it. I promise you this was not staged in any way. Amy is versus the mighty Mark's Tarantulas, right in our 3rd round, so I am so excited to see that one. Oh, it's going to be amazing. We had a live stream where there was a bit of banter going on about Mark versus Amy, and it actually happened. I cannot believe it. I was mind blown. So our next match is Tarantula Ark versus our little dude from Australia, Winton Knight. Match 5 is the wizard himself, the Invertebrarian, my good friend Adam, all the way up in Scotland, versus Annie's Arachnids. Next we have the lovely Darcy, and she's going to be facing our pink hair beauty, Jennifer's Tarantulas. In match 7 it would be our sponsor and admin from Fatal Fangs 1, and that is my friend Adam. We're going to call him from the YouTube channel Totally Undateable because that's where you guys may know him for his Tarantula channel, but he is a man of many different channels and you should really check them all out because I thoroughly enjoy each and every one. So we're going to have Totally Undateable versus Tarantula Exotics. Our next match we have the awesome Jaggers Tarantulas versus the lovely Spoods and Stuff. Then we have Heather Spiders versus one of my friends from across the pond, Tarantulas with Shanti, someone I've known for many, many years in this hobby. Next, we have the traitor himself, only because he used to live in my hometown and happened to move away. That's right, it's Gav from Gav's Tarantulas, and he is versing the awesome Ian Tarantula. Now, if you don't know Ian Tarantula, guys, he had a cracking Balfouri video that kind of exploded on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, you must. It was amazing. Both very good friends of mine. Then we have Alex, who I absolutely adore, from Tarantula Haven, and he is versus another guy, a man with $1 million smile in my eyes, Martin from the Tarantula Cave. Then we have Arachnodan versus another one of our Tarantula Tuber Saturday Night Takeaway hosts, the awesome Kieran from Alternative Inverts, another good buddy of mine. Then we have our little star in the making, Princess Sophie Pink, or as we like to say in short, PSP, and you are going to be versus Angela Barnett. For match 14, we have my Welsh brother from another mother. We have Gar from Arachnotube, and he is going to be versus another Saturday Night Takeaway host, Mr. Grindler's Creatures. It's going to be an epic fight, that one. Battle 15, we have Alan Hickin, the Spiderman himself, and he is going to be versus Robbie's Talking Tees. And now the very final match, and for some reason I found this match highly amusing when I saw it. You guys would already know who you are, as your names have not been called if you're watching. We have the awesome Craig, another Saturday Night Takeaway host from Couch Locked Arachnophobia, and he is versus my bit on the side, Jojo. Sorry, Jojo, had to be said. So that is it from our lineup. I'm sorry I kept staring at my phone, guys. It is actually nearly 2 AM in the morning, the only time I've found to actually get this filming done. I hope you are all really, really excited. I want you to let me know in the comments below, guys, which matches are you most excited for. Now, before you go, there are a few more little things I just want to explain in this tournament, some exciting stuff. So I have agreed with these current contestants and people within my Fatal Fangs group chat that if this one goes off without a hitch, if we have no issues along the way, no fallouts, no favouritism, it all just goes well, then I will consider doing a Fatal Fangs 3. Now the champion, the one and only champion of Fatal Fangs 2, has the opportunity, should they choose to be a judge if I do Fatal Fangs 3, and I would like to work that through any tournament that I currently do. The second thing is I had a lot of hiccups in the preparation for Fatal Fangs 2. It took a very, very long time. I had a fair few issues. I lost most of my admin. It was a bit of a nightmare, guys. So the editing process is going to be rather basic. It's going to be on a basic level. It's just going to be done by me on my computer. Then if this goes off without a hitch, I will be taking on a large admin team to help me with the editing process to make Fatal Fangs 3, if we do it, a real awesome big tournament. But again, it does depend on how well this tournament goes off, not just within the contestants, but within you viewers at home, if you actually enjoy the tournament, because it does take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of pressure, that I need to know it's going to be worth it. I need to know that you guys at home are going to enjoy it too, to know whether to even bother with Fatal Fangs 3. So it's really important you keep me up to date along this tournament if it's something you enjoy. Now last but not least, folks, there is one more perk to this one. So in Fatal Fangs 1, we were supposed to have the champion facing off against a very well-known tuber. That didn't happen for reasons I don't want to discuss here. It's not a problem, it just couldn't happen. But this time, our champion gets to have a one-off match against somebody else within the Tarantula YouTube community, somebody that is not taking part of in this tournament, and somebody quite a lot of you know and thoroughly enjoy watching. Now that will be revealed down the line. Now this match doesn't affect the champion in any way, it's just a one-off fun match just for the hell of it, and it will be their very best clips that they can possibly come up with, and you guys at home can decide who wins that one just for a laugh. Now talking of you guys at home, you might be a little disheartened that Fatal Fangs 2 is done by a judging panel rather than your votes. Well, don't fear, don't fear. Sadly, cheating went on in number 1, so I cannot do viewer voting this year. However, you can still pop in a vote in the comments below, and if a lot of you all gather together and pick one specific YouTuber, I will do a viewer's favourite little prize for that YouTuber too, even if they don't make it a champion. So if you have somebody that you think was your favourite and may have deserved to win in your eyes, make sure to always pop that in the comments below through every single round. I will add all those names together, and if somebody's name pops up more than anybody else's, I will grant them a viewer's favourite title and get them a little prize. Now, as I'm not sponsored for Fatal Fangs 2, the prize is only going to be a t-shirt to the champion. I'm sorry, I don't have anyone to aid in the gifts this year like I did in the original. If anyone does want to sponsor, however, and add into the prize, please contact me privately. We'll discuss it, I'll see if it's doable, but remember, this is a worldwide competition, so if you were going to sponsor to allow an item to be won or an invert to be won or whatever, it would have to be worldwide. We could have American win, we could have an Australian win, we could have someone from the UK or Europe win. But if you did want to sponsor Fatal Fangs 2, contact me via PM and we will come to some sort of arrangement. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're excited about the lineup. Please, please, please don't forget to comment below with the ones you're most excited for. Thanks for watching. And as we like to say in Fatal Fangs, may the best Fangs win. Take care, everybody. Good night.